As a content creator right now on social media, one of the things you struggle with when it comes to building and scaling your online brand is how to stay relevant. Now, especially with the rise of new creators, new platforms, as well as new algorithms. If this is a career path that you've chosen for yourself, you're not just going to be thinking of how to stay relevant in 2023 or 2024 or 2025. You want to think long term. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some practices to help you stay on top of the game for years to come. Okay, so hey loves, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kelechi Mbemana, in case you're seeing me for the first time, and if you are not, welcome back to the channel, guys. So in this video, like I previously said, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some tips as well as practices on how to stay relevant on social media as a content creator in order to grow your reach as well as your impact. Social media is constantly evolving, so it's important for you as a creator to be able to keep up with the latest trends and best practices in order for you to remain relevant as well as to be able to reach your target audience. So whether you are a seasoned content creator or you're just someone who is starting out with creating content, this video is going to provide you with all the best tools and practices to help you stay relevant as a content creator, reach a wider audience, as well as grow on social media. So let's get right into this. Okay, so first off, the first thing you need to do is to obviously know your audience, but not just know your audience, but also keep knowing your audience as they're growing. So knowing or learning about your audience is not a one-time thing. It is and should be a consistent and continuous thing as you grow, because as you grow, you're growing with your audience and you have more people coming on board, and you need to figure out what are these new people interested in, what are their habits, what do they do during their spare time, how can I reach them, how can I stay relevant with them. Having a knowledge at the back of your mind about your current audience as well as your new audience gives you leverage on the content that you're delivering to them. By giving them what they need, you're ultimately staying relevant to them. Create a customer persona, have an idea of their interests, their habits, as well as their profile, so that way you're able to tailor your content specifically to these people. Okay, so next up, you want to create a balance between quality as well as quantity. Yes, I know you've probably heard the saying that quality over quantity, but hear me out, guys. In as much as that works, something you need to focus on as a creator is consistency. And consistency, in summary, is being able to balance your quality and quantity. Now, consistency simply means doing things the same way, which can be referred to as quality, and doing things frequently, which also can be referred to the quantity. So you definitely want to be doing things the same way as frequent as possible, right? By doing things that way, you are consistent, and by that you're creating a balance between the quality of content you're producing as well as the quantity of content you are putting out, right? So you want to maintain a certain level of the value you're delivering with how often you're delivering that value to your audience. Frequency is dependent on you and what you can deliver. It could be once a week, it could be twice a week, it could be 3 times a week, but that's something you need to figure out as a creator, and you need to work that out between you and your audience, right? So you definitely want to be posting high quality content regularly at optimal times in order to be able to reach your audience as well as keep them engaged. So feel free to experiment with the type of content you create as well as the time that you're posting. See which one works for you. If posting 1 a.m. doesn't work for you, try posting 1 p.m. and just experiment with it to figure out what works for you, but not just you, what works for you as well as your audience. So next up, the next tip or practice is to be your unique self. You want to be your unique self because social media at this point is a crowded space, as we all know, right? It is highly saturated, but there is a spot for you and each and every one of you. So you want to be able to differentiate yourself as well as to show off your unique side. So at this point, you need to figure out what makes you unique or what makes your content unique. And I feel like this is such a hard question for a lot of people to answer, because they feel like they need to have a certain skill, a certain level of experience or expertise in order to be unique. But uniqueness is an individual thing. It's something that you possess already, and it could be the color of your hair, the color of your eyes, the nose, the color of your skin. It could be your experience, it could be your knowledge, your expertise, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you behave, your personality. So you definitely want to showcase your individuality, your personality, but also provide value to your audience, value that they cannot get from anywhere else, right? So next up is to build an authority within your niche or your selected topic, guys. This for me is something that comes with being consistent and something that comes with knowing what your unique side is. So if you want to build an authority within your niche or within a topic area, the easiest way or the only way to do that is by creating high quality content consistently within that niche or within that topic area. And that usually builds credibility within your community, so people know that they can consistently find content relating to a specific topic or a specific niche. So you want people to know you for something or some things, depending on what your niche or what your niches are. The more you create content around you're focused on beauty, how to make up, how to do your eyelash, your eyebrow, your lipstick, your foundation, people tend to see you as someone who is credible and knowledgeable because you have a wide array of content about that topic. So yeah, build an authority within your niche, and that will help you stay relevant, because the world is growing, people are growing, and there is a high demand for consistent, valuable content, and a lot of people have problems that need to be solved. So if you're able to provide information on how to solve that problem or how to solve a couple of problems within your niche, that is definitely helpful, and that helps you stay relevant as time goes on. So next up is for you to not only follow industry trends, but to try and create yours. By creating yours, you're creating your own identity, you're standing out, you're differentiating yourself. But it's also important for you to follow the industry trends. You want to be abreast with the best practices, the new platforms, the new features, the new algorithms. You want to know what's happening, so that way it can impact on how your content is being delivered, how it's being recorded, what topics you're going to focus on, what next video you're going to release. So social media is constantly changing, so you want to stay as informed as possible, because do bear in mind that these changes only occur based on consumer or your audience behavior, right? So the algorithm reflects what your audience wants, how they feel, what they are watching, what they need, what they desire, what they are searching for. And knowledge of that affects, how you then produce your own content. Try as much as possible to create your own trends, do something new, do something innovative, do something different within your niche or topic. I mean, it never hurts, but it definitely would help you when it comes to standing out and, putting yourself as an authority within that niche. Okay, so next up is to try out different formats when it comes to creating your content. You want to try out a new style with how you film, or a new style with how you edit, or a new setup, or a new background, or a new type of way of creating content and delivering your content entirely. Remember that variety is a spice of life, and consumers as well as audience definitely love variety. It kind of gives them something more to look out for. Definitely feel free to mix things up, try new things, try new styles, try new formats. If you feel like you've been doing a lot of videos, maybe even try putting up pictures, going on live stream, posting shorts, reels, whatever it is that can be different from what you've been used to. Experiment with this, try new styles. You never really know what would work for you. And a little advice that I would give you is, when you've tried all these this mix and variety of things, of content, of styles, something you need to look out for is also your analytics. You also want to determine and look and see what type of content, what type of style makes your audience keep coming back. Sometimes you find that maybe your audience prefer short form content to long form content. Maybe they prefer beauty content to your lifestyle content. Maybe they prefer your tech content to your, vlog style content. So again, like I said, switch things up, try new things, add a mixture of things within your content, genre, and see how your audience reacts to it. Again, change is the only constant thing. In as much as you have a brand value and a brand voice and all of that and a strategy, things change. Your audience preferences might change in the long run, so you also want to see how you can also change, adjust, and adapt to that by mixing things up at the same time. So don't be too rigid about how you film, where you film. I mean, those things are important when it comes to branding, but also feel free to mix things up once in a while in order to create variety. So next up, you want to optimize your content. Now, in as much as you are creating amazing content, you're creating amazing videos, pictures, whatever it is, you do want those contents to be seen. And one way of doing that is by making sure that they are properly optimized for search and discovery, right? So you want to make sure that you're using the right tags, the right keywords, the right hashtags, the right captions as well as descriptions in order for the algorithm to help categorize as well as, push your content to the right audience. So that way it can be seen. If you are not knowledgeable about this, let me know down in the comment section if you guys would want to see a video on how to properly optimize your content for search and discovery. I love this because it has helped me gain a lot of visibility, and it has helped me to still stay relevant within my niche, because I have a lot of my videos that are ranking on the first page on YouTube, which is a mind-blowing thing to think about. When I search for some certain keywords, I'll leave them here so you guys can see. When I search for some certain keywords, my content are usually the first to show up, and it just shows off the importance of staying relevant. So content that I posted 3 years ago are still trending now and are still being watched now and are still valuable now, because I still get a lot of comments from you guys saying how valuable it is. So yeah, definitely make sure that you are optimizing it so that way you stay relevant for years to come. So next up, if you're not doing this yet, you definitely want to do this. And if you're watching this video, this is for you. Next up, you want to make sure that you're creating video content. Now, if you are a content creator on social media platforms and you're only creating, pictures or text or audio, you are missing out on a lot of opportunities. Content is key, but video marketing is the future, and you want to make sure that you're tapping into this wide array of opportunities, because again, statistics shows that over 70% of people prefer video content to pictures and text content. And also, research also shows that viewers retain 95% of the message when they watch it in video content, as compared to 10% when they see it in a text. So obviously, with video content, you're able to pass on your message, and your audience is able to retain that message for a longer period of time. And research also shows that your videos can increase your conversion rate by 80%, right? Which is amazing. So definitely, that video marketing, video content creation is king, and it's something you want to start out if you are not yet into that. So yeah, but it also helps in building relationships as well, because again, with video content, you can see who's talking, you can see who's behind the camera, you can see the product. If it's a product that you're delivering, you can have an interaction with the person and have a sense of the person's aura and all of that. It helps in building a connection as well as a relationship, as opposed to just text. And lastly, something you want to be doing is to collaborate with other creators. You want to promote your content as well as cross promote your content, guys. This is so important. So you definitely want to collaborate with other content creators within your niche who you seem to have similar interests with and similar vibe with and similar likes with, in order to reach a wider audience. That way you're cross promoting, you're mixing up, and again, your network is your network. So if you're able to build a network of, content creators that you can collaborate with and that you have collaborated with, it helps in widening your reach, but also helps in staying relevant in that niche at the same time. And if you're also someone who has multiple social media platforms, you want to be cross promoting, you want to be posting on all these platforms in order to reach a wider audience. Again, there are people on TikTok, there's a market for TikTok, there's a market for YouTube, there's a market for Instagram, there's a market for Facebook. So if you have all this platform, be sure to, promote on all this platform, promote your content on all these platforms, so that way you're widening your reach, and that way you're leveraging on your existing network to drive more traffic and engagement. So this is definitely something you need to be doing if you are trying to stay relevant and up your game. All right, guys, so that is it for today, and that is how to stay relevant on social media as a content creator. This is so amazing if you're someone who foresees content creation, if you see yourself doing this in the long run, for the long run, you definitely want to be adopting some and all of these practices in order to stay on top of your game. You want to make sure that you're growing as well as you're scaling on whatever platform you're focusing on. So if you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful in whatever way, let me know down in the comment section. If you have any recommendations, suggestions, feel free to let me know down in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to cover that. And again, if you are a new content creator, welcome. If you're an existing one, good luck. This is going to be an amazing year and an amazing journey for you. So if you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe. It is totally free. Join the community and let's have fun, let's grow, as well as let's learn. I'll leave a couple of videos for you guys to check over here and over here. If you are new, hi, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is totally free, and I cannot wait to see you guys in one of these videos. So yeah, let me just wait while you click and decide. So yeah, let's go.